Hello, gardeners. This is Leslie with Arisha's Garden, and today I'm going to be planting some tomatoes and some poblano peppers. You can see right here. Over here, I come to the knowledge, I would say, of what this new disease is that I'm just become aware of. It's called dampering or something like that, where your plants just fall over. And these are my cucumbers. So this is the first day I brought them outside, and in the greenhouse they all just tilted over like this. So I'm hoping, because they're cucumbers, I can actually plant them in the ground, a little bit lower, and see what happens. If not, I guess I'll just have to start from seed again. But back to the task that we need to do today. I bought these seedlings from the local nursery. So we're going to go ahead on and plant them before they be a waste of money as well. You know what I'm saying? So let me get my tools. And I'm going to come on around to the other side. I'm going to go ahead on and... So this is a 3x6 raised bed. And I've already prepared it. I was going to put additional layers of soil on top, but sometimes we get ahead of ourselves and we go out and we buy the plants and we're not really ready. However, it's already been prepped, and I've put down fertilizer, bone meal, blood meal for the plants to grow. Mix that in there. After I plant the plants, I am going to come back with a fish emulsion liquid fertilizer, and yeah. So let's go ahead on and plant this. Let me see how far down. Yep, that looks good right there. This right here is what is this? An early girl tomato. I did pretty good with these last year. And I did plant them in this bed. So this is my tomato bed. This is the most north facing bed that I have in my garden here. We're going to plant them, 3 of them, or 4. So this one is this is Celebrity. I did pretty good with these as well. So I picked these up yesterday evening. So hopefully, and this soil is moist already at the bottom. As you see, I got this Hoya right here, and those things have been a real plant saver. Consider that I live in South Central Texas, in the San Antonio Zone 9B. Those have been very helpful on those days where it just wasn't feasible for me to actually come outside. And it also helps with the days where we have these we have, which I think we're still in right now, um water conservation days or something like that, or months or weeks or something. Anyway, so we can only water on our special watering day, which mine is on Monday. So that kind of like, we can hand water, or we can't use the irrigation system. But having the Oya helps out with, you know, plant growth underneath. Yes, the soil on top does be dry. And this year, I'm going to be adding a shade cloth to my garden. I have everything, all the materials. I just didn't want to put it up before. That off, take that off. All right. Yeah, I should have clipped these off before I put them in there. But, you know, growing plants is a constant learning process. Sometimes you remember, sometimes you don't. So, all right, so we got our tomato plants planted. Now I'm going to plant these poblanos. And I wasn't sure how I wanted to plant these. I did want a seed tray of 6, but they didn't have any other trays left. So we're going with this. And I was considering planting 2 plants next to each other, because they actually, I read where they actually grow better that way. So plant I may plant all 6 of them in this bed right here. Um, I don't know. I should have put this down on paper and planned it out. Again, all in the process of growing plants, but here goes nothing. So we're gonna dig our little seeds out right here. Put one right there. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see. Tilt the camera down some and bring you down. So yeah, we're gonna be planting them right here in this area. So I got one ready. And I do not like these little 6-inch seed cups, but we're gonna put one right here in this corner. And then we'll put another one right here. Again, I don't know if you can see that. Come on, let me have it. Oh, it came out. Thank you. All right. Let's see if I can turn the camera so you can see what I'm doing. There we go. Okay, so I got 1, 2. I think I can get 2 more here. And then I'll put the other 2 on this side. Or maybe I'll put them closer. Yeah, who knows? Like I said, I could put 1 here. And then I'll put 1 here. Then I might put 1 here and 1 here. Yeah. And as I said, I did not want 6 plants, but all they had was 6 cells when I went to the nursery. I tried some seeds myself. Unfortunately, I haven't really mastered seed starting, so I'm having a bit of a problem with my seeds being leggy. But that's a conversation for another time, right? Right. All right. So now I just got to put the other 2 in, and this bed will be done. And then I have pepper plants to put in, bell pepper plants. And yeah, I really haven't thought about how I'm going to put those in. But okay. I like to make the most of it. Now, this might be great because I live in Central Texas, or South Central Texas, so to speak, in Zone 9B. I'm in San Antonio, and because it really gets hot here, like right now, it's probably in the mid 80s, maybe outside. So yeah, the plants it gets really hot, just really hot. And my backyard has literally no shade. So it gets all the sun, all of the sun. So that's why I need to put a shade cloth up. And I have like my growing area is massive, I would say. And I needed a big enough shade cloth, so I found one that's a 20 by 20, and I had to get some poles and everything. Excuse me. Finding a pole system in order to be able to put the shade cloth on was, yeah, a bit challenging. But what I found was a carport frame, comes in pieces, and that's going to work. So I'm going to cut it down to like what is it, 6 feet, so it won't be poking over my fence. Okay, let's water it in. All right, let me get some more water. I got a 32-gallon bucket I keep water in, because it keeps the water a whole lot cooler than my hose. Of course, when you're watering like this and your hose has been sitting on the ground most of the day in the heat of this sun. Come on, little girl. You're an early girl now. Let's stand up. No leaning over. I know I hit you with the water. I am terribly sorry. Just clip this off. Okay. I think that's going to be it for right now, because it is really, really hot out here. I think I'm going to be putting that shade cloth up a lot sooner than I thought. But as I was saying, so even though the bucket is still sitting outside and somewhat shaded by my greenhouse, it keeps the water cooler than if I was to turn on the hose over there and the water has been going through this uh the black hose. All right, so that's it for today, and we'll come back and check on our cucumbers, take you a little walk in the garden, check a few of these things out. Take my gloves off, put them down. All right, so here we go. All right, so I also bought a whole bunch of peppers. We have chocolate peppers here in the back, yellow peppers, orange, purple peppers. That's an eggplant. This is Scotch bonnet. This is scorpion, and these are jalapenos. I guess I could not find. Oh, yeah, I wanted some orange peppers, but all they had was 6 cells as well, and they didn't have enough of the green peppers. Over here, I think I'm just gonna call it all a loss on these Brussels sprouts. They seem to be doing okay, but again, with the heat here in Texas, yeah, they drying out really quick. They're not growing as fast as they should be, I would say. Um, these are my blueberry plants, which they've died over the winter, and I'm gonna go ahead on and move them. Then over here, I have my onion patch, which it seems to be growing pretty well. And then I have this asparagus patch with, we have some asparagus coming in. I don't know if you can see that right there. Right there. Yep. And let's go back over here. We got quite a few things. I got another bed, so I'm gonna clean this bed out. I'm gonna plant those. Got another bed over there that I need to put dirt in, more dirt. Got strawberries. Here is my potato tower. It looks like it's doing well. Have my potato tower. I bought me a strawberry bush. Oh, I'm so glad I put this over it because the birds, squirrels, and everybody, all the animals, are trying to get at it. So I just need to fix it now because I just messed it up. Okay, let's see if we could do it like this again. All right. All right, so in this, I have some potatoes growing, hopefully. And I think this might have been another dampering off failed experiment. So this is cabbage. This is cabbage. Of course, that's lettuce. This is cabbage and cabbage. And then I have some scallions. Shallots. And there's another one of those dead blueberry trees. And here I have some garlic. And over there is my parsley. And in my greenhouse, I have some oregano and some thyme. Yep. And if you could see that over there, see if I could zoom in. It's already 117 degrees in here. Yeah. So I'm going to be adding a fan to the greenhouse because everything in here might die. So there's a little tour of my garden and what I've got growing so far. Like I said, I'm going to come back out here. I have to really decide on where I'm going to plant these because I have 2 beds available. I have that one and I have this one. And I have that one. But the bell pepper plants, the scorpions, I might put those in 10-gallon bags instead of putting those in a bed, or put them in a 5-gallon bucket instead of putting those in a bed because they have to be spaced out. So if I put them in one of the beds, I can only put that plant in the bed. So those are going to go in their own container. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.